do me a favor, get in contact with the love that you once had for your wife. If you maybe you still have some.
Yep.
Yeah, tell me when you feel it.
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to feel responsible for her happiness.
That's easy.
What happened to the love?
Disappeared, dissipated, retreated deep
Yeah.
into
So
a dark space.
you stopped loving her to take responsibility for her, is what I'm hearing you say. Hi.
Hi. Um, yeah, very familiar with your work, so I'll try to cut to the chase in the interest
Yeah.
of making time for everyone. I seem to be on the cusp of everything I could want and hope for.
Oh,
But
great.
the patterns of obligation and responsibility, probably intertwined with fear and a scarcity mindset, just seem to get in the way. My specific question would be around why can't I finish up with a divorce? But the same patterns apply sometimes in work and everything else. And
Where does
um,
obligation sit in your body?
my arms, my chest, and unease. It's very somatically always, and stepping back.
What's the thing that your wife said to you that would allow you to like that that would immediately put you in that feeling of obligation?
You ruined my life. You never really, in the very intense moments
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
where,
Awesome. Clint, you're wasting time and all these other people aren't able to take because you're wasting time with this. All these other people aren't getting my help.
yep,
You're screwing it up for everybody. Make sure that you're brief, please.
yep, I feel what you're saying.
Okay. So where is it in your body?
Chest, um,
Great.
upper arms.
Feel it for a minute. And what happens if you're just like, if you see that as the part of you that never got loved
Yep,
and love it?
I can get to acceptance. It's hard to get to loving it.
Is that what you're doing every time you accept responsibility for somebody else? You get to acceptance, but you don't actually get to love them?
Yeah, like that's fair. I can accept myself. I'm not sure I can get to loving myself.
Great. So do me a favor, get in contact with the love that you once had for your wife. If you maybe you still have some.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell me when you feel it.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want you to feel responsible for her happiness.
That's easy.
What happened to the love?
Disappeared, dissipated, retreated deep
Yeah.
into
So
a dark space.
you stopped loving her to take responsibility for her, is what I'm hearing you say.
Guess
Motherfucker,
I
right?
never had it heard it said that way. I guess that's
Yeah.
accurate. My first response would be is
Oh, wait, I don't want to guess. I want you to actually feel it. This is an emotional
okay.
experience. So it's not a guess. It's like every time you took responsibility, acted out of obligation, it stopped the love that you felt for
Yes.
her. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
And how did she react to the cessation of love? Not to you taking responsibility, but how did she react to the cessation of love when you cut the love off? What was her reaction?
Accommodation, not angering me, trying to
Yeah.
make it better, um, not confronting.
And how much is that you're cycling yourself as well, right?
Oh,
We start, yeah,
completely.
great. So all that's happening is you're stopping loving yourself to take responsibility for yourself, and then you start accommodating. Same thing that happened with her. You stopped loving her to take responsibility for her, and then she started accommodating. The reflection inside, the reflection outside, it's the same.
I get it with her. I'm having trouble seeing it for myself, if I'm being
Great.
honest.
Yeah, great, great. Um,
It resonates intellectually, but I don't feel what you're saying.
Great. When the internal voice in your head is at its most critical, what does it say to you?
You should be doing more with what you have. You already have enough.
Great. Which is it taking responsibility for you rather than loving you.
Yep.
And your response is to how do you accommodate that voice in your head the way your wife accommodated you?
Not necessarily confront it or challenge it or push through it or
Yeah. Okay.
treat it as just another voice in my head. I
Yeah.
pay attention to that one more than the others.
Yeah. Yeah. Walk on eggshells, try to, yeah, whole thing. That's it. That's the reality. Do you see it now? Do you feel it now? Do you get it? It's okay if you don't. We can,
No, I don't like feel it deeply like the other feelings, but it's
right.
not just in my head. There's a truth
Great.
that resonates,
Great.
a
See what it's
calm
like to
truth.
actually feel it deeply. I have been cutting myself off from love to take responsibility and obligation for myself. Even right now, you feel some sort of response and obligation to feel it all the way through
Oh yes, I'm
instead
trying to
of just,
manufacture a deep feeling so I can be performative on the
yeah, exactly.
experience.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. How does it feel to know that like you've been cutting yourself off for love for no reason or her?
There's definitely shame and guilt in all of this.
Ah,
I don't want to do the raised Catholic obligation thing, but there's definitely in all this stuff a shame and obligation and
cool. Then I
if
want you to do
you're
something. Turn your screen view so that you can see everybody, all the faces.
yep.
Every single person that you're looking at, every single person that you're looking at has done this. Every single person you're looking at has cut themselves off from love because of a feeling of obligation. So I just want you to say out loud that to all of them, you should feel ashamed.
You should also feel ashamed for cutting yourself off from your own self-love.
Yeah. How does that feel to say to them?
Pretty unfair.
Pretty fucking unfair. What do you want to say to them? If you open your heart and you feel like all of you, not from obligation, if you don't cut off obligation, I'm sorry, if you don't cut off love for obligation, if you, all of you, what is it that you want to say to all of them about this topic? Look at them. Don't look up. Look at them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That you should be free to love yourself, that you're human, that um, it's a complicated existence, and you should have grace and um, mistakes are made, and you can only proceed from the present.
Can you do that again without any shoulds? Just to see if it feels more or less in alignment. Maybe it's less, maybe it's more.
I'm trying to think of even how the word, now you said should, it just, I realize how much shoulds there is.
Yeah.
Um, you're all human. You all deserve love. You all should be. Oh, God, that word. I hate that word.
Isn't that great?
I
Check
hate
it
that
out.
fucking word.
It's the obligation. Every time that shit hits, it's obligation.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. It's beautiful. So try again. Look at all of them, and you started off by saying you all deserve love.
Yep. You all deserve love. You all deserve the ability to live without obligation, to be true to yourselves, to live a fearless life, or when you feel the fear, to embrace it and move past it.
Great. Now just say the same thing with I instead of you.
I deserve love. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to live without fear, or when fear arises, to be able to acknowledge it, feel it, and move through it and forward.
Yeah. I can feel you feeling it all the way. Like you get like you're so great. I could do better. I could do better.
Yeah.
You couldn't do better. If you could do better, you would have done better. That's what you can do.
Yeah. Well, there's another pattern. So
Yeah.
you're
It's
picking
the
them off
same.
one
It's
by
not a
one.
different, it's the same pattern.
Okay. It's the obligation that I should have done better, and the should that I should have done better. And
That's right.
yeah.
No. Yeah. It's everywhere. Yeah. And there's really only one solution to it. Yeah. Every time you do that, you're cutting yourself off from loving yourself. Every time you do that, you cut yourself off from loving us. Every time you do that, you
Yep.
cut yourself off from loving your wife.
So what's the solution?
What's more important to you, love or obligation?
Love's more
I
important,
give
but
you a
obligation.
solution. I give you a solution. The first thing you do is you're going to stick a fucking should in front of it.
Yep.
So
Well,
fuck
yeah,
solution.
I'm here for I I shouldn't be here asking for another person to give me an answer that I should have for myself.
Exactly. Yeah. Shouldn't be taking all this time. There's no
Oh
like
yeah, it's already in my head.
there's no winning, man.
I've already taken too much time. I've already
Yeah.
signed up for the course. We'll just deal with this in the course. Can we end this now so somebody else with real problems can get your time?
Yeah. Yeah. You gonna do that or you gonna love? What are you gonna do?
Sometimes I love,
Yeah.
so it's not a always thing.
Yeah. That's right.
Sometimes when in the difficult moments I don't.
It's just how about right now? Just look at everybody and just tell me what's right now.
There's love and acceptance and community and compassion and
Yeah.
yeah. I it's problem is me. It's not other people. I mean, I know I am the person that needs to be loved, not other people. I'm actually halfway decent at the other part. But I won't
Yeah.
be great at it with other people until I'm much better at it with me.
It's nice that you see it. So look inside and without going into the past or the future, tell me what's not lovable right now.
Nothing. And whenever I stay in the present, I'm fine.
Huh. Looks like you have your answer.
We'll work on the future tripping and scarcity mindset in the course then.
That's all future tripping. Everything
Yeah,
you
it
just said.
absolutely is. I know. I agree. I know it's my pattern. I've actually worked on the past fairly recently. I feel good about the past despite all the mistakes. I still haven't figured out the future. So the future is what takes me from the present now.
Go ahead, leave the present.
Yep. It's pretty easy.
Still here.
Hmm.
No, I
I
mean
know,
serious.
actually,
Show
I
me.
know.
Leave the present, please. Nope. Nope. Still here.
Yep. Or to get it.
Look forward to more.
Thank
Pleasure.
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.